Hi, I want to say welcome to Tea with Tammy. This is our second episode in our Tea with Tammy series, and I have a cup of delicious herbal tea today. I have Cozy Chamomile by Bigelow. It's a very light tea, but very relaxing. And I need a relaxing tea today because I have had a heck of a day. I went out for breakfast with my parents and eating a very soft skillet for breakfast, I chipped my tooth. So the dentist didn't have any openings today, so I will be going to the dentist tomorrow to get my tooth taken care of. I've never chipped a tooth before, so this is new for me, and I just need to relax a minute with my cup of tea. So that's my plan, is to just do some quick mark making on our tea bags as a continuation from last week. And let me get this out of here. Yeah, I should probably have a spoon. It's a little hot, but that's okay. So I'm going to move this off to the side. Okay. So if you watched last week, that was our episode 1, and we're going to be recycling our tea bags. So we took our dried tea bags and opened them up, right? I showed you how to open them up and get all the dried tea out of there, but they leave these cool marks, okay? So dump the rest of that tea out of there. So this one, this has a little bit of red, if I think you can see it in there. This one is my pomegranate tea. And you have all different kinds, right? So like this one, I don't know what kind this might have just been a Lipton black tea. I think we had it with Chinese food. So the bag didn't really rip that well. And that's okay. I kind of like it. It has just a different kind of look to it. So I'm still going to do mark making with it and include it in our work. The only other one that was unusual was a coffee bag. Now, I have to be honest, I don't drink coffee. So I put this in hot water. I don't even know how you make coffee. I don't know. I should have probably asked my daughter, but I didn't. But it made some really cool marks. So this one I don't think I'm going to doctor up either. I'm going to leave this one as is. Okay, so my plan with these tea bags is I'm going to do some mark making on them, and then I'm going to add them to an encaustic piece. And now encaustic is wax. Let's see, I have a little sample here of just a goofy one. So whatever marks I make on here, I'm going to adhere it to this wax piece, okay? Now, you might be using your tea bags with acrylic and might be putting them in an art journal. That's fine too. That means you can use any kind of acrylic paint you want or anything. The only thing I probably would not use is oil paint. So, but because I'm going to be mixing these into my wax pieces, I am going to be using today Dr. P.H. Martin's Bombay India ink. And I'm going to be using some Ranger alcohol ink. That is Mocha, my dog. So that's what we're going to be using today. So I'm going to get started with this. Okay, so we're going to start with some sepia India ink. And I'm just going to pour a little into this little dish. Put this off to the side. And I have some circles. So I'm going to be doing some printing and circles today. So these are just, I don't even know what these are. Maybe from a roll of tape. Yeah, that's a roll of tape. I don't know what that one was from. This one was a cap of something. I just want to add some marks to this, okay? So that one I'm going to hold off on. I'm going to start with some of the smaller pieces. So let's see how this works. So I'm just going to dip my circle piece in there and dip it on there. Now, when I do this, I am not planning how I'm doing it. I am not, I don't have anything in mind, right? I'm just going to town. So I think that actually looks good to me. Oh, sorry. Had to walk away a second, but I'm back. Had to grab a paper towel. Okay, so that one is sepia. So what I like about using the tea bags is I think you can tell how they're the India ink is almost like a watercolor. So it hits the tea bag and it just kind of spreads a little bit. But that's the kind of mark that I like. So I'm going to put that over to the side to let that dry, and I'm going to grab another one. Okay. Maybe let's light this up a little bit. Okay. Okay, maybe on this one, I think I'm going to be a little more deliberate. I'm going to use this smaller piece. Oh, look at that. It made a solid circle. So I actually have to blow through the bottom. Otherwise, it's going to make a solid circle. Which that's kind of cool, but not what I was looking for. Except I think I'm going to put one down here. So now I know that that's a repeatable circle, right? So if I want to do circles that are hollow or circles that are solid, I can use that piece. So those both look really good. So let's move that over here to dry. And let's wipe this off. Okay. Let's see if we have another one. Oops, just dropped one on the floor. So this one, let's go this way. And I think I mentioned I also have some alcohol ink. I have two colors. I have espresso and slate. It's by Tim Holtz. It's the Ranger brand. And that, I think I'm going to try this slate. It's a much lighter color. And I'm going to go like this. Okay. I'm going to see if I can get like a double circle on that one. Ooh, so that one's really light. Yeah. I think that's too light for me. Let's see if we can darken that up a little. Okay, so how do you know until you try it, right? All right, slate looks a little too light. Okay. And then I think I want to add some lines to this. So now I'm using just a bowl scraper, and I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to add some lines to this one, right through the center. Okay, I think that looks good. Let's move that over here to dry. Wipe off my workspace. And I think I'm going to wipe out my little container here because I think I would like to try a color on my next one. Let's see, I have aqua, red violet, or turquoise. Let's try this turquoise. Okay. Oh, you know what? I think I want to put it on my plate. So let's just put it over here on the plate. That's a pretty blue. And I'm going to start with this larger circle. Ooh, nice. That is a very pretty blue. Oh, let's do solid. Oh, it popped. Let's do one more off to the side. I like that. That looks good. Okay, let's bring that over to the side. And let me grab another paper towel and wipe this down. Okay, and then let's see, I have this one. This one, remember I used that little micron pen right here to draw a little flower. Let's use this cork to try and do a solid. Okay, so you see I just dipped that whole cork in there, right? And then we're going to go a solid, like a stamp. Oh, I like the texture that cork gave off. So let's do one more off the side. Very nice. And then I'm going to circle that. Perfect. That little flower that we made. So every mark that we make, right, just becomes part of whatever we do for the next thing. Okay, we're going to use this one, and we're going to make those lines on here again. So I am just dipping the edge of this bowl scraper into my ink and making lines. And we're going to make some lines this way and some lines this way. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so that's what I want you to do today. I want you to take all of your tea bags and use whatever ink supplies that you have to make them look pretty. Just add some marks and then put them off to the side to dry. And I'll be back here in 2 weeks with episode 3, and we'll start covering them in wax. So I hope to see you there. Thanks. Bye.